Welcome back to Morning Live. Now on set, I am joined by two thespians, Fish Muthamaki and Ben Teke. Gentlemen,
yes.
Karibuni sana to Morning Live. So tell me, what is Trouble at Home all about?
Trouble at Home, it's a political fast comedy which is going to take place this Friday. It's going to premiere on 17th at 7 p.m. at the Nairobi Cinema.
Okay.
It's a play that I'm sure most Kenyans are only willing to talk about things, but this time we're keeping things in the open. The deputy party leader this time, you know, is running a campaign, a political campaign. He's running for the presidency. This is our deputy party leader, and this time with scandals popping up, you know, baby mama dramas, and of course land it must be somewhere in the plot, and so many other things that are going on, which you would like to be part of this beautiful play.
So Ben Teke, tell me, what inspired this play?
Oh, actually, what really inspired this play is that, you know, one thing is that, you know, Kenyans really fear to talk about things that really face us as a country. Number one. Number two, there are issues that we tend to run away from. Issues of trust, fidelity. You know, when you talk about trust, trust is something that is really broad. And, you know, we talk about fidelity. These are things that are really ruining some of the basic families in this country. Yeah. So those are some of the things that really motivated, you know, this play going forward.
So now, Fish Muthamaki.
Yes.
How long have you been a thespian?
I can say for a dozen years now. It's 12 years.
12 years. And why the name Fish Muthamaki?
Fish is a name that I got immediately after high school because I was new in this field.
Yes.
And in America, when you are new in prison, you're fish. If you remember Prison Break, Michael Scofield, the first time he walked in Fox River, you know, the moment he walked at Fox River, everyone's like, Fish, what are you looking at? That is where the name Fish came from.
That's where the name Fish came
from.
So you began acting in high school?
Yes.
All right.
I was very active in drama festivals, very active. After school, I joined theatre. We did set books. In set books, we had things like Merchant of Venice those days, Kifo Kisimani, went around the country, performing plays in different schools. And yes, step by step, one day I stepped in film, the other day in television, and yes, now we're here.
Yes, celebrity mwenyewe Fish from humble beginnings to the Chokambali.
Yeah, lazima ukuwe na story.
All glory to God. Ben Teke,
what's
your background story? How did you begin acting?
Actually, acting was not my thing. Just from the name Ben Teke. I was a footballer, and a very good one, by the way.
Do you still? Wait, let's pause on that. Do you still play soccer?
Yeah, but you know, zilizopendwa because I'm not I'm not fit.
Yes.
But actually, Ben Teke, my name is Ben.
Okay.
But I used to play soccer, and that's where Ben Teke came from. But along the way, I got an injury that you know, I had to drop out of football. But you know, there's this thing that I really heard about acting. I was not really into acting in high school, you know, up to campus. But you know, after campus, one of my friends, you know, was talking about these set book things, and I told him, like, you know, but then I'm a very good actor.
You do say so?
Yeah, I told him I'm a very good actor.
Yes.
And he was like, if you're a good actor, why don't you come for auditions? So the moment I went for auditions, you know, my voice, the moment, you know, I just said the first word, you know, the producer's like,
yeah.
I talked again and I was like, okay, I think we'll go with him.
Yeah.
That's how I got
Your
into
big break.
acting. And that's how I've grown to where I am today.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting journey for both of you, and I'm glad that you do entertain all of us. And the industry has grown over the years, gentlemen. I know you'll agree with me. So way back it was different. In your opinion, has the industry grown for the better, or has it degraded further?
It's for the better, I can say that. When we were starting, it was very hard to get a television show. Nowadays, we have so many televisions stations which are willing to take in content. We have Switch, for example. They have new content, something fresh, something that we've not, those days we used to have the only national television whereby at midnight TV inazimwa.
Yes.
That we knew. But with time we get to see the online content coming up. We have YouTube. YouTube guys are employing themselves, literally employing themselves. You are a comedian at home. You can even start at home. You can do your own clips, shoot with your phone, upload them, and yes, the world is a global village. You can get a call from the States because of what you're doing.
So, but as actors, do you face any challenges? I know you face a myriad of challenges, but I know there are challenges that cut across the board. Are there challenges that you do face as actors present-day Kenya?
Of course, there are a lot of challenges. Number one, when it comes to, finances, when it comes to, breakthrough, when it comes to acting, there are people who start from that low. Okay, we have talked about set books. There are many actors who are doing set books. All of them want to be on TV. All of them one day want to be somewhere in the map. Those are some of the challenges that people go through. And, personally, I can say that if we can get proper legislation, acting and this industry can grow further.
I take the acting industry the same as the music industry. We have the DJs as a whole as arts, and the problem with arts is that we have so many young people doing this, but we're not taken seriously. You will tell your mother today that you're an actor, and then 2 years later atakuuliza bado hujawahi pata kazi. My father used to tell me, bado unafanya sarakasi. They don't take this as a job. If you say that you're a doctor, you are going to be respected. Actors out there are respected. We have people who run an economy. Hollywood is run by actors, producers, directors, people who write stuff for other people to watch. So number one, I say as a country, we need to take acting as a job. You don't need to say that niko na mtoto wangu, he's been staying here at home, you can just put them on TV. No, it's a job like any other job.
All right, thanks for that, Fish with Maki and Benteke. We'll be taking a short break and we'll be right back talking more about trouble at home. Keep it switch. Welcome back to Morning Live. We are joined by Fish Mudhamaki and Benteke, the faces and brains behind Trouble at Home. What inspired Trouble at Home?
Benteke said it earlier.
Yes.
Trouble at Home is simply a Kenyan play.
Yes.
The recent situation, whatever is going on, we are talking about, let's not talk about 2022.
Yes.
We are bringing it here now.
Yes.
We want to talk politics.
Yes.
We want to talk about presidency.
Yes.
We want to talk about the people who are running.
Yes.
Are they clean?
Yes.
We want to go in their houses. We want to go deep in their families. What is it that affects them? What is it that is it a problem with Kenyans? Or we don't just wake up and elect bad leaders. Kenyans queue from 3 a.m. just to elect people who are going to not take care of their resources. We have a problem as a country. But this time, let's sit down, laugh at our problems, and also correct ourselves.
Exactly. So I do believe that, gentlemen, you're using satire as a way of addressing salient and poignant issues in society.
Just to add on what Fisher said is that, these politicians at the end of the day, they have a life. Away from politics, they have a life. At the end of the day, after 5 p.m., let's say 7 p.m., 9, 12 p.m., these guys go back somewhere. What do they do?
What do they do?
That's the question. What do they
We
do?
would like to know. These people, we employed them.
Yeah.
It's not that they are serving us because they're doing us a favor.
Yes.
We employed them.
Yes.
We have a right to know, Mr. President, you are back from China. Are you back? Where are you? Why are you silent?
Yes.
Come on, you are our boss. We gave you the job. You don't need to sit down behind the big desk. Say something. What are you doing? We need to know as a country.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, in your opinion, is the public receptive more often to plays, or is this dwindling in the face of Netflix, in the face of the silver screen?
No, okay. Going as per current trends,
Yeah.
I can say the public is really appreciating the need for theatre and the need to come to theatre and see such plays.
Yeah.
You know, most of Kenyans are really consumed into TVs, Netflix, series. But I can really request them to one day spend some time and come to the theatre, because there's good stuff. There's massive talent.
Yeah.
Because as Fisher said,
Yes.
a good actor
Yes.
comes from the stage.
Yes.
Because in stage, it is real.
Yeah.
If it is tears,
Yeah.
there's no faking tears. You don't need a soundtrack.
Yeah.
You'll cry.
And again, adding on that,
Yes.
you see, the beauty of theatre is that you get it firsthand.
Yeah.
It's like football. When you go, we can watch the EPL on our screen, Super Sport and everything.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you go in the pitch,
Yes.
you get to get another different experience.
Yes, yes. The aura is
the atmosphere
totally
is
different.
just
Yeah, exactly.
it's just something else.
It's totally different. Fish Ben, are you giving a chance to upcoming actors and actresses to be part of your play? Do you mentor? That's a big question most industry players ask.
Definitely. Personally, I'm a director, and specifically, I really deal with upcoming artists, and I really try to mold them, to fit in the current industry. Personally, I've had the chance to work with different directors, different actors. I've learned new techniques and upcoming trends in theatre. That is what I basically use to mentor them, because you realize during our times, you could go to the theatre maybe for an audition, and you're like, wewe ni nani? Who are you?
Name recognition.
Wewe ni number
Yes.
600. Kaa huko nisikuone hapa leo.
Yes.
You see, you go for a play, you're being called for a play, as in you're not armed with the basic skills of an actor. So what you try to do is try and bring this bridge nearer to them, so that when they cross to this other side, it is easier for them to adapt. Yeah.
Okay. So this question applies to both of you gentlemen.
Yes.
Fish, we have seen you on the silver screen. You're also a thespian. So what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say that the silver screen pays more, or does the stage pay more? And how do you juggle the two?
Well, I repeat something I said earlier. If, as an actor, you want to be a good actor, you have to be a theatre actor. Why theatre? Because in theatre, you have so many rehearsals. You practice. This is where we practice. In Kenya, we have a major problem. We don't have acting schools. I'm sorry to the few universities who say that they teach arts, but they just give degrees and their students come and they don't know where the center stage is. They cannot tell down left. You just tell a graduate, can you go up stage right? They cannot do that. In theater, you get to learn. You practice every day. When you go to TV, you get to earn. That is why actors want to earn, because you have a life, you have bills to pay. But if you have something else called fame, you need to go to the cinema. That is film now.
Very, very, very true, Fish. But to be fair, on our public and private universities, we have the drama festivals where you see very many tertiary institutions taking part and actually winning. So there are places where the tertiary and institutions develop this talent. So to be fair on our public and
I'm a product of the drama festivals.
There you go.
I'm a product of the drama festival.
go.
I'm proud of it
Yes.
because that is where I started.
Very
you
true.
know, and with time you get to learn the art.
Yes.
It's a skill. You have to sharpen. It's like a panga. You have to sharpen your panga, because if you're going to the woods, you need to clear your way. That is where we start.
Just to add on that, you need to start from somewhere.
Exactly.
And there's a very, very big difference between drama festival and professional acting.
Exactly.
Even if you look the way they do, tumekuja. we took her. You know, really, you cannot go and see such stuff. You know, when
cannot
invited,
see that on Netflix.
You know, on Netflix, seriously. Tumekuja. But when you come to theater, that's what real professional acting is. Yeah. So you need to grow. It's a process. You start from there.
Yeah.
Okay, you gain courage. You know, you gain confidence. By the time you come on this other side, you have the courage and confidence to stand before people.
Fair enough.
I'll be fair to the universities.
Yes.
You're doing a good job.
There you go.
But I have to do it again.
Yes.
You guys, you need to get serious.
But then how can you fish
Yeah.
go and impart this knowledge in the universities? It's incumbent upon you both gentlemen, to partner with the universities.
It is
be part of the solution.
It is possible. Yeah. Number one, actors, personally, I have a YouTube channel.
Yes.
There's an old guy called General Theodore, and you get to see new actors coming in. They need to train. They need to come on set when you're shooting. They need to learn. They need to get a tip or two.
Yes.
With time, guys will get it.
Yeah.
We also have, nowadays we have Google, we have YouTube. You have things you can learn online. You can read about acting, you can read about the techniques, you can read about everything online. But also you need to practice. That's where, like a play like this on Trouble at Home, FCA, we have new recruits. We have a guy called Jesse, who's our production assistant. He's right there. He's a very good actor from Nakuru, but Jesse will be running up and down. Jesse will watch you on stage. Yes, you are experienced, but just will take one thing or two. We have, new talent, fresh talent in the play. We have people like Joy Kenywa. Joy Kenywa is an amazing actress. This is her second play, and so far I can say she's someone personally I'm expecting to see her grow bigger and bigger, because the sky is the limit for her.
So in other words, Trouble at Home is a must watch.
It's a must watch.
It's a must watch, and one thing I can advise is when you're coming to watch our play, please leave your ribs at home.
Yes.
Because
we have an award-winning master director. Maina Olwenya is someone who we trust from Nairobi Half-Life as OT. He's a good actor. He's been there. He's acted. Now he's directing us, and you can tell we are learning so much from him. He's someone who can put one and one together and bring. We have good actors. Personally, I'm an award-winning actor.
But you don't say.
You don't say.
I'm the holder. I'm the best actor in a film 2018 Kalasha, right here.
Selfish.
Sijipigi David. But at times you need to blow your own trumpet. You know?
So Kalasha last year.
We have people. We have people. And our point is Trouble at Home is something that you really need to watch, because it's something that is affecting every one of us, either old or young. Because the politics in this country, you know, it's crazy that one moment we can say that we have money for peacekeeping in Juba, the next thing we know it's beekeeping in Juja. We need to address these things and laugh at them.
You know, for once, let's get out of, the serious nature of the politics. Let's laugh at it.
Yes. So, gentlemen, whet my appetite and whet the audience's appetite. Is there a skit you can perform or a line or two from the play? I'm putting you on the spot
right now.
So, yes, right here, right now. Before we get into the more questions like rehearsal, scripting, etc. Is there a line or a skit you can perform, like just 30 seconds, to whet our appetite? Improv.
It's 18 plus, but we are on TV. This means mainstream media.
Okay, let's go. Hey, my friend, I'm so annoyed.
Why?
Imagine me, I'm a liar.
But you are a liar. The problem is, why did she have to say it? That is the problem. Mr. Deputy, you see, the problem is that in this country, we tend not to, tell people the truth. Kwa nini usiwaambie ukweli? Why are we not telling them the truth?
No.
Let me tell you one thing. Bwana Deputy, I respect you. As a party leader, I respect you. But you need to address some things straight on. We need to put a stop to some things. Why would a lady just stand in the crowd, ask you such a question?
Amelipwa.
Amelipwa. So pesa imemwagwa. Uharibiwe jina.
Ndio.
Hey, are you sure? See where umejaribia jina?
Hakuna.
Because the lady was saying things, you know, your secretary doesn't know how to write. Your secretary,
Is it
you
true?
know, are you seen with your secretary from time to time after work? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for that, gentlemen. That is a small snippet of what you expect at Trouble at Home. Now, gentlemen, how long does rehearsal, or how long did rehearsal and scripting for this particular play take?
Well, we started rehearsing 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
We take not less than 4 hours every day.
Yeah.
Every single day.
4 hours.
Yeah.
4 hours. So we can say we are putting in so many hours in, because we have homework where you work alone and where you work as a group.
Yeah.
So we can say a week, 28 hours.
Wow.
That's like a full day.
That's quite a lot of man hours or woman hours, to be politically correct. How is the pay for people who work in this production?
Personally, I won't disclose this, but I'm paid well. I pay my bills. Landlord sinimelipa.
Haki ya Mungu hapa honi.
They are. It is mid-month. We switch in the morning. I'm
Hope ameenda kazini.
And it's the 15th, huh? So that time the corner and the pockets are like, hello. Yeah, so because I asked that question because is it a career you'd encourage the youth to actually delve into? That's why I've asked that question.
Definitely.
How
It
so?
is a career.
Yeah.
And, you know, we pay our bills, as Fisher just said. We do pay our bills from art.
Not only pay our bills, we have actors who have done more than just paying bills. We are feeding families. We are breadwinners. Yes, personally we support not only people have families, not only their own kids, parents.
Exactly.
Other people are also disadvantaged kidogo, but we still support them. So this is a career like any other job. The same way I'll wake up in the morning and say that I'm going to the hospital, I'm a doctor. The same way I say that I'm going to work at my house, and everyone is like, wacha baba ende afanye kazi.
Exactly.
Alete unga, you know.
Exactly. So now, where do you see yourselves in 5 years?
5.
5 years. I think in 5 years, you know, the acting industry will be on another level. Because it is evolving. You know, right now we are competing with films from outside. So we are evolving. So in 5 years' time, you know, I'm foreseeing, you know, having more than 50 actors being nominated for the Oscars.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. In 5 years, personally, I'll say that Hollywood is knocking. It has already for me. And but that's not my aim. I like to make my own independent films. Because I believe we are over 40 million Kenyans. If I get the market for only 1 million Kenyans, if 1 million Kenyans buy my film at 1,000 shillings, then I have good money at the end of the month.
Fantastic, gentlemen.
So we need to grow our own, tell our own stories, because this is who we are. We need to embrace ourselves.
Let us
thank you
really encourage more on telling Kenyan stories.
Benteke Fish, thank you so much for gracing our studios. I'd like you to tell us and the audience of the timings of the play, the venue, and how much the entrance fee is.
Okay, the play premieres on Friday.
Friday, that's the 17th.
The 17th is on the 17th, 18th, and 19th.
That's a 3-day.
3 days. On 17th, we have one show from 7 p.m. On 18th, we have 3 shows, 3 p.m., 6 p.m., and 8 p.m. On Sunday, we have 2 shows. That is 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. And the charges are 600 bob regular and 1,000 bob VIP. Of course, VIP, you get some.
It comes with wine. Guys, you can get mishikaki too. And so many other things. The venue is Nairobi Cinema. And Nairobi Cinema is just in the CBD. So at least we can get parking. And let's enjoy this. I'm sure for theatre lovers and people who like to come to theatre for the first time, this is your time. You can contact us. We have a number, we have a desk at the Nairobi Cinema, but also you can contact personally on our social media handles. You can get your tickets and we can drop them in town or
Fantastic.
around Nairobi.
Fish with the Maki, Benteke, Asanteni Sana for gracing our studios, and indeed what you're doing for the industry as a whole. Remember, Trouble at Home this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Entrance fee 600 shillings. Do not miss. FOMO. If you're missing out, do not miss out, right? So up next is a recorded session by Nick Mudimba, who did this earlier in the week. Thank you so much for keeping us company. Enjoy Seduction of Smoking coming up next.